येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री Let us read the sutras. Ato Brahma Jignasa Madhyasya Yataha Shāstat Tattu Samanvayat Ikshaterna Shabdam गौणश्चेन्नात्मशब्दात् तन्निष्ठस्य मोक्षोपदेशात् हेयत्वावचनाच्च स्वाप्ययात् गतिसामान्यात् श्रुतत्वाच्च आनंदमयोभ्यासात्। So up to the first 11 sutras, the topic that is presented is that let us inquire about Brahma. And the Brahma Jignasa begins by inquiring about the world. What this world is. So we are told that this world is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadan Karan, simultaneously the material and efficient cause. On what basis? Shastra Yonitvat, because the scriptures are the authority. And why this is material cause? Why not only efficient cause? Because Tattu Samanvayat, the truth is permeating in and through the total creation. Then it can be taken as a Prakriti, because Prakriti is also permeating in and through everything. No, because Ikshaterna Shabdam, because the Iksha root is used to indicate that So Kamayata Sa Aikshata. Tadaikshata Bahusyam Prajayeya Sa Ikshata Lokanna Srijay. Therefore, it cannot be the inert, it has to be a conscious principle. Maybe this Ikshana Chetana Dharma is to be used Gauna, not primary meaning. So, it is also not accepted because Atma Shabdat. There the word Atma is used. And also, we can use the Atma word even for the mind, Indriya, body, etc. So here it is said, no, Tannishthasya mokshopadeshat. He who is established in this Atma, he attains liberation. So he who is established in the body as Atma or Indriya as the Atma, he doesn't attain liberation. Therefore we cannot take the meaning of Atma as Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, Ityadi. Narayana. And further, this word Atma also cannot be used as a meaning of Prakriti because Heyatva Avacharacha. In the scriptures, the Atma is described as that which cannot be given up. And therefore, Atma cannot be used as Prakriti because we are advised to transcend Prakriti. Therefore, Atma cannot indicate Prakriti. Further, Swapyayat. And it is also said that the whole world is ultimately absorbed in the self, not in the Prakriti. And therefore, this word Atma is not indicative of Prakriti. Further, Gati Samanyat. And it is said everything ultimately reaches the substratum. Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, Mai Sarvam Pratishtitam. Therefore, this is indicating the Brahman and not Prakriti. And Shrutatvacha. In the 11th Sutra we are told, and also by the Shruti in so many places, it is the Brahma which is designated, decided, concluded, and told to be the cause of this whole world. Sa Vishvakrut Ataha Samudra Girescha Sarve Sa Karanam Karanadhipa Dhipaha Nachasya Janita Kashchit Na Cha Adhipaha Ityadaya. Up to here we are seen in our last class. Now, where it was said in the 9th Sutra that the Jivatma, the self, is ultimately is absorbed in the pure self and therefore not in the Jada Prakriti. But by this word Swa Apyayat, what is meant is Pratyak Chaitanya. Now this Pratyak Chaitanya is popularly known as Jivatma. And therefore, we should not say or misunderstand from the 9th Sutra, Swapyayat, everything is absorbed in me as the self, Pratyak Chaitanya. This is where is very subtle difference we are attending. When we are told that Mayeva Sarvam Jatam, Mai Sarvam Pratishtitam, Mai Sarvam Layam Yati. So when this I is referred, so is this I referring to Jivatma or the Paramatma? But as the seeker who begins his inquiry, at that stage he is definitely accepting himself to be Jivatma. So is this the Jivatma, the cause of this whole world that is meant by the Shruti, or it is someone other than? Now this is the topic which is taken, that this Pratyak Chaitanya, which is recognized as Jivatma, is not the cause of the whole world, but it is the Paripurna Chaitanya. And therefore, in Taittiriya Upanishad, in Brahmananda Valli, when the process of creation is indicated, in that, this is how Tasmad Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha, to which Atma Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yod Veda Nihidam Guhayam. So that Atma which is to be recognized as Brahma Swarupa. So after the recognition of the Atma as a Brahma Swarupa, then from that Brahma Swarupa Atma alone the world is created. If we are recognizing the meaning of the word Atma as Jivatma, from the Jivatma the world has not come out. And therefore, there the creation is initiated or told to be from the Parabrahma Parameshwara. And therefore, there the 5 kinds of Purushas are indicated. The Annamaya Purusha, then Pranamaya Purusha, Manomaya Purusha, Vijnanamaya Purusha and Anandamaya Purusha. And what is said that this Pranamaya is the Atma of the Annamaya, then Manomaya Purusha is the Atma of the Pranamaya Purusha, then Vijnanamaya Purusha is the Atma of the Manomaya Purusha, then Anandamaya is the Atma of the Vijnanamaya, and after that it is not said that something else is the Atma of the Anandamaya. Therefore the word Anandamaya refers to the Parabrahma Paramatma, and this is how from this Anandamaya it is the Paramatma who is referred and not the Jivatma. Where from the Jivatma begins? Jivatma begins from Vijnanamaya Kosh. And this is how The world is created from this Anandamaya Paramatma and not from the Jivatma. And this is how he who has thus transcended the Vijnanamaya and merged with the Anandamaya, he alone has attained the Supreme. When this was said in this Taittiriya Upanishad, then the question comes, by this Anandamaya, whether we are talking about Parameshwar or the Paramatma or the Jivatma, or something else is referred. Three possibilities. When in Taittiriya Upanishad, we are talking about Anandamaya Kosh, then Pranamaya Kosh, then Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, and Anandamaya. So whether we are talking of Anandamaya as the Kosh, or Anandamaya as the Paramatma, or Anandamaya as a place where Jivatma goes and lives, or Anandamaya is the Jivatma. These are the possible alternatives. What this Anandamaya talks of? So, this is explained from the 12th sutra onwards. So, up to 11 sutras, what we have seen, how Parabrahma Paramatma is the cause of this world. And when this Jivatma merges with the Brahman, he is liberated. Now here, the Jivatma, can the Jivatma be the cause of the world? This is taken. So, when you are talking Anandamaya, we accept Anandamaya means Jivatma. So, whether it is Jivatma or Paramatma, this is said in the 12th sutra onwards. Anandamayaha abhyasat. Anandamayaha abhyasat. In the scripture, this word Ananda is used again and again. Abhyasa means repeated usage. Repeating something more number of times is called as abhyasa. So, Ananda, this word is used in the scriptures again and again for the Brahman, and therefore the word Anandamaya in this Taittiriya Upanishad topic is referring to Parabrahma Paramatma. This is how it is said. How we have seen in our Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said there Raso Vaisaha Rasagam Hevayam Labdhanandi Bhavati Ko Hevanyat Ka Pranyan Yadesha Akasha Anando Nasyad Esha Hevananda Yati. So this Jivatma, when he attains the oneness with the Anandamaya, and who is this Anandamaya? Raso Vaisaha. He is Rasa Swarupa, and Rasagam Hevayam Labdha. Having attained this Anandamaya Rasa by this Vijnanamaya Kosh, the Jiva, then he attains Anandi Bhavati. And Kohi Eva Anyat Ka Pranyat. Can anybody be there who can live apart from, independent of this Akasha Ananda? And therefore, from this Anandamaya alone, the Jiva is deriving happiness, and this Anandamaya alone is giving happiness to the Jiva. In this manner, Saishanandasya miyamamsa bhavati etam Anandamayam atmanam upasankramati. And then in the 8th Anuvak, we see that this Jiva attains the Anandamayam Atmanam Upasankramati. And having reached the Anandamaya, then Anandam Brahmano Vidwan Na Viveti Kutaschana. Having reached the Anandamaya Atma, then there is no fear. Fearlessness is attained. So Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat. And thus this Ananda referred in the 3rd Valli is the same as Anandamaya referred in the 2nd Valli. And in this manner, by the word Ananda and Anandamaya, the same Sarva Shaktiman, the all-powerful creator, the controller, etc., the Paramatma alone is explained and not the Jivatma. When this is said, now a grammatical inquiry is set that the word Maya, Mayat Pratyay, is used to indicate vikara modification. Like when we say Ananda, this Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha means what? It is the modification of the food, and therefore Annamaya Kosha, gross body, is called as Annamaya Kosha. So the food is consumed by the parents, it is modified as the seed, then it grows. The growth is also the modification of the Anna. And then again this body is maintained on the Anna food, and ultimately it is also modifying with the help of the Anna, and when it dies it becomes the food for someone else. In this manner, Annamaya Kosha is the modification of the Anna or the food. So this Mayat Pratyay in Sanskrit grammar is used for indicating the Vikara or the modification. This is how we have explained Annamaya Kosha. So if you are saying this, so also Pranamaya Kosha. What is Pranamaya Kosha? Modification of the prana through the various functional differences is called as Pranamaya Kosha. So also Manomaya, Vijnanamaya. So if you are using the meaning of the Mayat Pratyay for indicating Vikara or the modification, then Anandamaya is also the modification of the Brahmananda, and therefore Anandamaya is also indicating only the Jivatma and not the Paramatma. Why not this way? This is the argument. So, to this argument, the sutra replies in the 13th sutra, Vikara Shabdan Neti Chenna Prachuryan Vikara Shabdan Neti Chenna Prachuryan. Chet, if Vikara Shabdat, the Mayat Pratyay used in Anandamaya, this Mayat Pratyay is the indicator of Vikara, Vikara Shabdat. Iti chet, suppose we say this way, the sutra says no, we don't agree. So, you cannot say that Anandamaya is not the indicator of Brahman. Then, the meaning of the Mayat Pratyay in this particular word is not Vikara but Prachuryat. Prachuryat means to be predominantly or only present. This topic was explained by our Swamiji in very popular, simple language. He used to use the word coffee. And there is to say, the Gujarati coffee is sugar maya. So it is not the modification of sugar, but it is predominantly sweet. Then the North Indian coffee is milk maya, and the South Indian coffee is a decoction maya. So that word maya is used for indicating prachurya, predominance, concentration. So here also the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya and Vijnanamaya. Here the Mayat Pratyay is used for indicating the Vikara modifications, but when it comes to the Anandamaya, it is not talking about modification, because Ananda is Ananta, and Ananta is that which cannot undergo any modification. That which can undergo modification, that alone will undergo modification. Parabrahma Paramatma, which is Ananda Swarupa, which is Ananta Swarupa, which is infinite, which is one without a second, how can it undergo any modification? And therefore, the meaning of the Mayat Pratyay applied along with Ananda and thereby making the word Anandamaya is not talking about that Anandamaya is the modification of the Brahmananda. No. Therefore, Prachuryat, Prachurata. So, in Panini Sutra, this point is explained. Tat Prakruta Vachane Mayat. This is the sutra in the Panini Sutra, where it is said, according to this sutra, Tat Prakruta Vachane Mayat, this Mayat Pratyay is also used to indicate concentration or predominance. Prachurya means predominance. And therefore, in this word Anandamaya, we are not talking about modification or vikara, but we are talking about Ananda Ghana Brahma, not Ananda as vikara, but Ananda Ghana. And therefore, here Anandamaya is used to indicate Parabrahma Paramatma and not Jivatma. Then, okay, you are explaining this way. But suppose we use the meaning of this word Mayat in the same line as the earlier four koshas were used. In the earlier four koshas, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, we have used the meaning of modification. Now, why not we use the meaning of the Mayat Pratyay to indicate that it is the modification of the Brahman? And make the thing simple. You Vedantis make simple things complicated and create an illusion of wisdom about you and an illusion of foolishness in us. So, this is the doubt. Why not we use the word Mayat to indicate the Vikara, etc. So, on this objection or logic, the next sutra analyzes Tadhetu Vyapadeshacha Tadhetu Vyapadeshacha. See, in the scriptures, Brahman is told to be the Hetu, the cause of bliss. And therefore, if the Brahman is the very cause of happiness or the bliss, how can you talk of that bliss is getting modified in the form of the Anandamaya? And therefore, here, this Mayat Pratyay cannot be used as the modification. Because it was said that it is the Brahman which is the giver of the bliss. And the Jivatma is the one who is the receiver of the bliss. So from the Vijnanamaya Kosh downwards is the journey of the Jivatma. And when the Vijnanamaya Jivatma merges back in the Anandamaya, there he no more remains as the Jivatma. This point, if you remember, I told you while speaking on Panchadashi a number of times. Whenever we go on using the words, the Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, they are different. It's okay up to Vijnanamaya. But when we transcend the Vijnanamaya, come in the Anandamaya, there, what is the Anandamaya experience? Absence of division and disturbances on any cause, on any account. Therefore, there the experience is of homogeneous conscious existence. And therefore, it is not the Jivatma which is spoken of as the Anandamaya, but it is the Paramatma. So, here, Anandamaya is the giver of bliss to the Jivatma. That is why when the Jivatma is tired in the world, he goes back to Paramatma in the deep sleep. Ahar Brahmagamayati Suptau. In this manner, this Mayat has to be used to indicate Prachurata, Pradhanya, concentration, and not anything else. So, not only this Anandamaya, Maya is indicating the Brahma, but further, this is also said in the scriptures, where this is the 15th sutra, Mantra Varnikamevacha Giyate. Mantra Varnikamevacha Giyate. And also cha Mantra Varnikam. Mantra Varnikam means that which is described in the mantra is called as Mantra Varnikam. That which is indicated through the mantras. Giyate. So is established through the mantras about the Brahman as Anandamaya. So we have seen in our Taittiriya Upanishad, second Valli, Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma यो वेद निहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन् सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति. So, he who discovered the Brahma to be his essential self, all his desires are fulfilled, and therefore this Brahma is to be recognized as one's own self. Now, this kind of explanation is called as mantra varnika. And after having said this, in the same topic, it was said that this Anandamaya is the Antaratma, the inner core of all the other koshas, and therefore this Anandamaya is talking about the Brahman and not about anything else. Suppose, for our understanding, it is easier to understand this way. Which way? Annamaya koshas are different from each other? Yes. Pranamaya koshas are different from each other? Yes. One can consume 1 ton of rice, other gets indigestion by writing RIC. So, there is a difference, Pranamaya kosh. Then, the Manomaya kosh is different. One is mental, other is empty. There is a difference. Vijnanamaya kosh, one doesn't get insulted at all. The other one becomes insulted for no reason. Vijnanamaya kosh is different. So also Anandamaya kosh is different. And make it clear so that it is easier to accept Anandamaya kosh and the Jivatma, and it is easier for writing notes. Isn't it? So, what is wrong in that? Let us do this way. So, to this kind of convenience of understanding, the next sutra tells, na itaraha anupapattehe netaro anupapattehe. The same sutra I read 2 times. Don't write 2 times separately. I have a majority of them have done the same thing. Na itaraha anupapattehe, second. Netaro anupapattehe, another say. First was the Vigraha, second was the Sandhi. So, itaraha, the Jivatma, who is other than the Brahman, na cannot be considered as the Anandamaya, or cannot be the meaning of the word Anandamaya, because Anupapattehe. When you see the topic in which this particular word is used, there, on the strength of the topic that is discussed in that particular chapter, you cannot conclude that Anandamaya is indicating the Jivatma. How? When Anandamaya was explained, thereafter the topic begins. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeti satapotapyata satapastatva idagam sarvam asrujata. Now can we say that so kamayata, Jivatma desired, bahusyam prajayeti, let me become many, and so tapotapyata, and the Jivatma did the tapasya, and having completed his tapasya, idam sarvam asrujata, Jivatma has created the whole world? No. Therefore, when we see the topic where it is discussed, this is one point where many students mistake whether they are talking about the Jivatma or Paramatma or a particular word which is used must be understood with reference to context. If reference and context is not correct, our understanding will be wrong. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeti sa tapotapyata sa tapastatva idam sarvam asrujat. This can be possible. What is this? That so kamayata, that Anandamaya Paramatma desired. How he desired? What he desired? Bahusyam prajayeti. Let me become many by producing the children. Then for that, saha tapotapyata, he did the tapasya. tapastaptva, having completed the tapasya, idagam sarvam asrajata, he created or he made this world in this manner. In the second only we come this topic. Therefore, this description is not suitable for the Jivatma because he is Alpadnya. Then he does not have any power. Leave only Alpa Shaktiman, but is very little Shakti. And then he is not having any knowledge how to create this world. He can create only confusion, not world. And therefore, this word Anandamaya cannot be meant to use the Jivatma, but it is referring only to Paramatma. Further, why the Anandamaya is referring only to Paramatma and not Jivatma, this is said in the 17th Sutra. Bheda Vyapadeshacha Bheda Vyapadeshacha Bheda Vyapadeshacha, the Jivatma and Paramatma, they are very clearly and distinctly indicated. And therefore, Anandamaya cannot be meant to use Jivatma. Because when the student goes to the teacher and then the student asks, so he was told that you do this tapasya, tapo brahmeti vajanat. And after that, it is the Jivatma who is doing the tapasya and not the Paramatma. And therefore, this Jivatma is not meant by the word Paramatma. Therefore, this Paramatma which is Rasa Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa, and when the Jivatma comes to discover that this Jivatma has now reached the Paramatma, then alone he experiences bliss. So Jivatma is in search of happiness and Paramatma is the source of happiness. Therefore, how can this Anandamaya be meant to use as Jivatma? It cannot be. Therefore, Anandamaya is not referring to Jivatma but Paramatma alone. Why not we understand this way? The Sattva Guna of the Prakriti is Anandamaya. So, by the word Anandamaya, this Trigunatmika Prakriti with predominance of Sattva is meant. These are the various kinds of approaches which remove all the possible doubts from our mind. But we don't have doubt, we agree, Baba. Brahman is sab kuch hai. Ab chodo vichcha. So, when a person is predominantly sattvic, he is a blissful disposition. A rajasic person is always disturbed and angry and frustrated and miserable. A tamasic person makes others angry. So he cannot be the source of happiness. Therefore, suppose we say that the word Anandamaya and the source of happiness is referring to the Sattva Guna which is present in this Trigunatmika Jada Prakriti. And therefore, Anandamaya is referring to the Trigunatmika Prakriti. Why not we accept this kind of preposition? So, this is also not accepted. Why? 18th Sutra. Kamacha Nanumana Peksha Kamacha Na Anumana Apeksha. So, what is the reason that we cannot accept Anandamaya as the Prakriti, Trigunatmika Prakriti? Because Kamat. This Anandamaya Paramatma desired. So Kamayata. And the desirer has to be a conscious principle. The mud never desires, let me become a pot. कई दिनों से pot नहीं बने. No. The desire, kama, as used in the scriptures, very clearly indicates that we are talking about something which is other than the Jada Prakriti. Therefore, the word Kamat is negating the possibility of accepting the Trigunatmika Prakriti as the meaning of Anandamaya. So, Kamacha. And further, this Trigunatmika Prakriti is Anumanapeksha. It is not Hanumanapeksha. Anumanapeksha. Anumanapeksha means Prakriti is only Karyanumeya. Nobody has seen Sattva, Rajas, Tamas gunas. When we observe the world and we see these three principles, the principle of Khyati or knowledge, then the principle of Kriya or action, and the third principle of Dravya or inertia, then as their causes, we refer to Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Therefore, Prakriti is determined on the strength of the inference. But the Brahman is not determined on the strength of inference. Because it is from the Brahman everything is coming out. And therefore, the Brahman is not determined by inference. And Prakriti is determined by inference. And therefore, we are not inferring that there is Paramatma. But the scriptures are telling about the reality. And therefore, this Anandamaya cannot be used to indicate this Jada Prakriti. And in this manner, Anandamaya is referring only to the Parabrahma Paramatma. And thus, it is finally concluded that the Anandamaya is not like one of the koshas, but it is speaking of the Parabrahma Paramatma. Now this is concluded in the next sutra. Asmin asya cha tad yogam shasti. Asmin asya cha tad yogam shasti. Asmin prakarane. In this particular topic which is being discussed, asya, of this Jivatma, tad yogam, union with that Anandamaya, Shasti is declared. Therefore, in this particular topic, second chapter of this Taittiriya Upanishad, it is very clearly said, Saha ya evam vita etam anandamayam upasankramati. So, the Jiva is instructed that he has to ultimately merge with this Anandamaya. And therefore, Jivatma is merging in the Anandamaya, so he cannot be the Anandamaya as the meaning of Jivatma. But Jivatma is someone different, and by the word Anandamaya, Paramatma alone is mentioned. And so also in other Upanishads such as Brihadaranyaka, it is said, Brahmaivasan Brahmapyeti. One becomes Brahma by being Brahman. And in this manner, it is very finally clearly concluded that the word Anandamaya is not the kosha upadhi of the Jivatma. This Anandamaya is not the Jivatma. This Anandamaya is not the Prakriti. But this Anandamaya is referring to the Parabrahma Paramatma and nothing else. Now, hereafter, from the next topic, there are references from other Upanishads. And what are those references from other Upanishads? And how the whole topic is taken up? We will take it in our afternoon class. From 3:30 to or 3:15 we will start. So we will get 45 minutes. This is 1.5 hour class, isn't it? So I will stop here now before my throat cracks. And then The remaining 45 minutes we will take in the afternoon class so that I am able to pull on, or else again I'll have to stop like yesterday. So here we stop and then we will take a next time in the afternoon at 3:15. You finish your tea by 3 o'clock, but then your sleep will be disturbed. No, sir. We continue here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.